pulled tight, rivals in our sight. Crop our roars with delight, we play with all our might. Friday nights feel alive, on this field we strive, for the win and the pride, together side by side. Helmet straps pulled tight, rivals in our sight. Crop our roars with delight, we play with all our might. Friday nights feel alive, on this field we strive, for the win and the pride, together side by side. Sweat and grit and grind, leaving fear behind. Every yard we fight, we'll give them all our might. In the huddle we unite, every struggle, every night. Through the falls and the climbs, we hold the line. Friday nights feel alive, on this field we strive, for the win and the pride, together side by side.
Hey, you're joining me, yeah. No, hey, Darren, you're doing a great job. I appreciate that introduction. We got Coach Max Rivero with us tonight, defensive line coach for the Lakeview Chiefs. And Coach, we're just going to jump right into it.
Yes, sir.
If you're good with it, we're going to jump right into it.
Yeah, go for it.
Coming off of two tough, hard-fought games. And I do want to say, two of the best games I've ever called in high school football. Two great games.
Yeah, those games with Pecos and Big Spring, those were right down to the very end, one in overtime and then one that, hopefully we should have gone to overtime, but, they were just two close games that were just right in the end. We were just one play away.
Yeah. And now I'm only going to mention this one time, and then we're going to move on. In that overtime, what goes through your head when you see the way the play resulted, running into the referee and all that? And, I mean, what goes through your head with that?
The first thing is, that really just happened, But at the same time, it's one of those things where the game shouldn't have gotten to that one possession. There was more stops, stuff we could have done both defensively, offense, special teams, everything. We couldn't let that one play just dictate the outcome of the game.
Right. And it stinks the way it is. And it's like, a couple of the kids, I got to talk to them, and I said, you're absolutely right. You don't want to let the game get to that point. But either way, hey, who knows? You might not have made the two-point conversion. You might have. You never know what's going to happen. You can't blame it on one play.
Yeah, exactly.
But, man, wouldn't you like to have that one back?
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, like I said, that one was a really close game. And looking back on film with the boys, we're just looking back on it and just thinking, man, we were just right there. Just said we got one more tackle here, tackle there. We would have been right for good position. And
it was just such a fun game to call from the booth, I will tell you that.
Yeah, though.
Hate that it didn't end your way, but then you get Big Spring come to town, and another instant classic almost, back and forth, trying to throw haymakers at each other and just get the knockout blow, and neither of you can tend to do it until the very end when Big Spring got you.
Yeah, that was a tough one too. I mean, they're both district opponents, so at the end of the day, you kind of want those games especially. But with Big Spring, it was just one of those games, man, we're just like real grit, those guys came to town and, we gave them a good show, good play, and same thing with those guys. They came to play as well, and they're real well coached. And, just once again, just one play away, just looking back on it, I believe once we fix our tackling, we'll be all right.
Now, I want to ask about one thing that kind of stood out to me, and I had a coach tell me a long time ago, if they can't stop something, keep doing it until they stop it. And I'm sure as coaches you know that if something works, you keep doing it, right?
Right.
And one thing that seemed to work for them was that hurry-up offense on y'all, kept y'all back on your toes, had a little bit of a struggle there. But then at times I felt like you got it under control,
Right, yeah. It was one of those things where we haven't really seen a whole lot of tempo all season.
Yeah.
I let the boys really adjust to it. When they first see it firsthand, because you try to emulate it in practice as much as you can. The quick tempo, hurry up. And when we get to the game-like situation, of course, things kind of just change, the atmosphere of the game. And so I feel like, a few times where they kind of got us a little bit, but I feel like once the boys kind of got under their feet and you realize, hey, we kind of know what more or less what they're going to do and what we're going to anticipate.
Yeah.
It became a little bit easier for them.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, y'all kind of seemed to struggle with it, but then about the halfway through the second quarter, all of a sudden it's like a little light bulb went off, and you knew what was going to happen.
Right.
And you kind of forced Big Spring to kind of change their MO for a little bit and beat you a different way, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you practice that when you don't typically run that on offense? How do you prepare for that in practice?
Right. So we just go back to scout and looking at film a little bit and just kind of seeing what they did and what their top plays are, and then we just tell our guys, hey, because our offense too, we can go tempo. That's what our offense does as well. Sometimes they'll slow it down. Sometimes they'll do tempo. So it's not like the boys aren't used to it.
Okay.
They're just not used to it on a consistent, every series, every play. 3 yards, go, get up and go, get up and go.
Right.
But we just try the best of our can. We have practices. Our long ones are Mondays, Tuesdays, where we kind of just hey, we're just going to install this and just prepare for the hurry up offense and just do the best we can to prepare against it.
That's fair. Darren, anything?
You guys always seem to, with Big Spring, y'all always seem to have some battles. I don't know if that's considered a rivalry or not, but my favorite game for the Chiefs that I ever called was a couple years ago against Big Spring here at San Angelo Stadium when, golly, we had a lineman get an interception, then fumble it, then get it back, and it was a great game that they doubled down and won that one. So it's always interesting when you guys lock up. How about Andrews? Do you want to talk about them later after the?
No, we can go. We can start talking.
All right. How about Andrews? What are they like this year?
Andrews, we're old coach. They run that slot C offense. It's always run. You can't run it, they'll just run it some more. They'll sprinkle in a pass every now and again. But overall, they just run that ball, and that's just something that we've been preparing for going into practice today and the rest of the week, just anticipating just them running the ball, just foot-to-foot splits and just run it down and see if we can stop it.
Well, let's be fair. The last 3 weeks or the last 3 games between Brownfield, Pecos, and Big Spring, you've seen a lot of running plays.
A lot
of live action run plays. So I think you know how to guard the run play now.
Yeah, can't take nothing for granted, but those guys, the D-line especially, man, and the inside linebackers, we did just work together, run hole stuff where we're just nothing but run plays, and we just how to stop the GT, the power, the sweeps, stuff like that, how we just practice it over and over again so that way these kids, it's like second nature. They're just, reading their keys.
Now, one of the things I noticed against Big Spring and Pecos, and I don't mean to back off of Andrews here, Darren, but something just occurred to me. One of the things I noticed with Pecos and Andrews is your D-line, you mentioned your D-line, and you got a couple of those young men up here tonight, but your D-line seemed to get really good penetration on the O-lines for both of those teams.
Yeah.
A little more than most of the season.
Yeah, I guess they just, stepped up. Those guys, they put in the work all year. You guys like Damian Luna, Adrian James, guys that are seniors that have been here for a little bit. They kind of put that work in and, just really watching film and just showing them where they fall short in some, instances to where we kind of show, hey, if we could fix this, this is what we can expect, how to stop the run.
Yeah, I thought you got real good penetration there on the line. You were able to open a few holes that your linebackers were able to kind of climb into and make some TFLs there, some really good TFLs that I really enjoyed watching and calling, and even forced a couple of turnovers.
Yeah,
especially in these last couple games.
Yes, sir. Those linebackers, man, they're coached, by our head coach, Coach Guevara, and those guys do a really good job at reading the guards, reading inside, and just playing good technique.
And I will say that there was one defensive play I kind of wish could have had back. Alviso almost had an interception.
Yes.
Oh my God! And what I saw was he read the quarterback perfectly and just couldn't drag it in.
Yeah, it was a tough ball. Of course, it's one of those plays where we wish we had it, but Alviso, he's stepped up for us big time, both as a quarterback and outside linebacker. So, guys, that has a lot on his plate.
I just thought that was such a cool play, and when he tipped the ball, I was like, bring it in, and it just kept going. And
we were all hoping so.
Because he read it so well. He read the quarterback so well on that play. But let's go back to Darren and see what else Darren's got going over there.
Well, we're going to take a break, and I want to meet these Lakeview Chiefs. How about that?
Man, how about that?
For sure.
We're going to bring them up here. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back at Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill right after this.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
Okay, Coach will be back in
Pain
seconds.
is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go.
Welcome back to Chiefs Insider, live from Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill, and presented by Orange Theory Fitness. I'm Darren Prater. We have some Lakeview Chiefs here, ready to get after Andrews' tough battle against Big Spring. Tough battles the last couple of weeks. What's your name? What position do you play, man?
I'm Damian Luda. I play defensive end.
And
Isaac Monroe, middle backer.
Middle backer. Do you know how many tackles you have? Do y'all keep up with numbers at all?
I think I have about 40.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have about 56.
Any sacks?
1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you guys underclassmen or seniors?
I'm a senior.
Okay.
And I'm a junior.
Going to be back for another season. So,
Yes,
what's
sir.
your favorite memory as a Chief? Do you have a favorite game or just a favorite memory?
Favorite game?
Anything that you're going to look back on? Aside from the Concho Sports broadcast, you can always watch on YouTube.
I would definitely say last year.
Yeah?
Like our last game against Estacado.
Oh, yeah?
And it was just like the last moment you have with your older friends before they go off. And then you become a senior, you know.
That's what I was telling them a couple years ago. I did Chiefs football when y'all beat Big Spring here. Mm-hmm. The last time those guys played together here, that was a cool game.
Yeah.
You guys get to be in the friendly confines of San Angelo Stadium against Andrews, so that will be nice.
What's your favorite memory, Nacho?
Yeah.
It'd be last year whenever we had to say goodbye to all our seniors.
Yeah.
The last time playing with them.
That's a tough thing to do when you guys have played together for so long. What did you call him? Did you call him a nickname?
Nacho.
Nacho.
Yes, sir.
Nacho. All right. Now we know what to call you for real. So what do you guys do before a game? You have any rituals that you do? Or?
I like to nap before a game.
You like to nap?
Nap, yes.
Well, that's fine. It's okay to nap. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, the first UFC, there was a tournament in the cage. Hoist Gracie, the guy that won it, took a nap in between fights.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy? I'm full of fun facts.
That's pretty cool.
So what do you guys want to do beyond football? Anything that you think about doing in the future?
I want to go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good time anyway.
And I want to go to the medical field, like an x-ray tech or something like that.
Oh, yeah. You'll have it made.
Oh, you got it planned already.
You
huh?
will have
you
it
got it fully
made.
planned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be going to get an x-ray. I'll be old. I'll be 80. Hey, Nacho.
Yes, sir.
Remember when you played ball?
That's you right there.
You guys go get them this Friday night. And we appreciate you guys coming on with us and appreciate all that you do for the fans and all the hard work that y'all put in. And I know it's frustrating sometimes, but heck, get after it. Get this win, and you kicked one team's ass this week or this year and beat another team. So that's cool.
Sir.
You guys appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right. We'll be back on Chiefs Insider right after this, presented by Orange Theory Fitness and Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill. Stick around.
Pain is never planned, and recovery
job,
time
guys.
is
Y'all did
never
good, man.
convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
That's crazy.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley.
Vandy beat Alabama.
As a certified arborist,
that's why
I not
we like
only
football,
care about the
that kind of
quality
stuff
of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI,
welcome back to Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill. Tonight's Chiefs Insider brought to you by Orange Theory Fitness. Thanks to everybody who came out tonight. Well, Chiefs, Andrews.
Yes, sir.
Go get them, Coach. You guys want to close this out here?
Yeah, so, Coach, you got Andrews coming up this week. You have the opportunity to not keep Andrews from a district championship, but to keep them from an outright district championship.
Right.
So how are the kids feeling about that right now?
Oh, they're approaching it just like any other game. It's another chance we get to play football, and the boys are just excited about it. And they know that's always a good game with Andrews. Like I said earlier, they like to run that nasty slot offense.
Right.
Just ground pound run game, and the boys are, we talk about it. And today's practice actually thought that the environment was real there. The vibes were up, the energy was good, and they were just ready to take on Andrews. I think, a couple more days of practice, and they see more of those run plays, and just taking it one step at a time.
Now, Coach, I'm going to ask you a personal question. This is just a Coach Rivero question.
Okay.
How much do you relish the opportunity to play the role of spoiler for that team?
Oh, a lot. Just like any, just like any competitor. Just to put a little bit of an asterisk on there. Just to put our mark. If we could potentially put one in the L column for them. But I think get ahead of ourselves just to make sure we get our boys ready for them and just let their play do all the talk and let them get ready. But to play the spoiler, that'd be pretty fun.
Be the thorn in their side.
Yeah,
just right, just a little bit.
And, football's a funny game because, one of the things I've noticed with this team over the course of the year, some strange things have happened in some of these games. You know, from kicking a kickoff that goes about halfway down the field and nobody on the return team picks it up.
Right.
To the punt that y'all were able to recover this week, to an unintentional onside kick that gets recovered. Like, if you could have a weird play this year, it's happened with y'all, and y'all have been the beneficiary of some of those plays.
Right, and, it's like we tell the kids all the time, play till the whistle blows because you never know.
Right.
You don't know. You put your hand up, maybe you block a pass or, always rally to the ball because someone can't bring them down. You're right there to help them because you're right. You never know what's going to happen in any play, any game. So we tell our kids, hey, play till the whistle blows so that way you put yourself in the right opportunity should something happen.
I still think the play, I can't remember. I remember if it was Brownwood or the game before where it was just landed in the middle and, like, nobody went for it. And
yeah,
come
just
a
stayed
Chief
there.
Slide.
Yeah.
I was like, is somebody going to get that? Now, of all the strange plays that have happened to y'all this year, Coach, what personally has probably been – is there any play that just stands out as your favorite or just play that stands out for you?
I don't think it's too much of a weird play, but I think a few plays that stand out are just whenever we need to stop defensively and one of the kids rises to the occasion. It's like 3rd and short or 4th and short. And, you have our defense just rallying to the ball, whether it's a D lineman or a linebacker, outside linebacker, safety, corner. When we need to stop and you just feel the energy of the crowd, and we just rally to the ball, read our keys and bring the guy down. And, those kind of plays as a defensive coach, put a smile on your face and you get excited, you're pumped up because it's like, man, we need to stop. And those guys show up on those plays.
And one of the things I've watched, and as you're a defensive line coach, one of the things I've loved about watching your defensive line is, while statistically you may not have a bunch of sacks, man, y'all have pushed that quarterback out of the pocket all the time. Even caused a few intentional groundings. You've gotten to him so quickly that, you've had a couple of penalties that go your way because of that. And to me, that's a by proxy sack, if you will.
Right, yeah, and, we don't get a whole lot of sacks in that regards, but, our first thing as a defense is stop the run.
Yeah.
Always got to stop the run, and that we preach to those kids. We make a team one-dimensional. We kind of more or less shorten their playbook. Mm-hmm. But so, we'll tell D-line, inside linebackers, really everybody, if we stop the run, we're going to be okay.
Now, I know Diego Paez got injured near the end of the third quarter, I believe, in this last game.
Yes, sir.
But one of the players that stood out for me in this last game and just really has come on as of late is Monreal.
Yes, yeah.
My goodness, between Monreal and Paez, they're involved, and it seems like every single defensive stop.
Yeah, and, Paez is a senior and Isaac, being a junior. Those guys have played together now for a couple of years together, and, the chemistry's there. And, we have outside linebacker with Paez setting the edge, and you have Isaac in the middle, sorting out those things. And just seeing those two guys work together and just having them read the field, read their keys. To see them progress as, young men is pretty awesome to see that.
Well, Coach, I'm pulling for you. I'd like to see y'all pull the spoiler role against Andrews, mostly because every time I've been with a team that played Andrews, I couldn't stand playing Andrews.
I can relate.
Hey, don't forget to call Nacho.
Nacho, yes. Yes.
Nacho, man.
But it's been an interesting season. I mean, I know the ball hasn't fallen your way every game. Then I know there's been – but what stands out to me is y'all are in all the games.
Yes.
Fort Stockton – into the last play. Like, every team y'all have played, with I think exception of one, y'all have been in the game the entire game.
Right, and that's what we preach to the kids, back into the off season, it's like, why not us, always never give up, always fight to the end, mm-hmm. Play till the whistle blows, and really just, when things get tough, back against the wall, it's adversity, find a way to go through it.
Yeah, and one of the things I'll say, getting to meet some of the players, even teaching one of the players, y'all got some great kids that are playing for y'all. Y'all have done a great job coaching them.
Appreciate that.
Not just as players, but as young men.
Yes, sir.
And y'all have done a great job with that. So my hat's off to y'all in that role. I know coaching's not easy. I was a coach when I was at Snyder, not in a sport, but something else. But I know how it goes. And y'all have done a great job with that.
Appreciate it, man. That's all the kids, man. They do all the work. We're just there to guide them.
Yeah, you're guiding them well.
And
appreciate
you
that.
whoop Brownfield's butt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we
whoop
did.
somebody. Don't that feel good?
That game was a lot of fun. I will tell you, that game was a lot of fun to call. These last 3 games have been a lot of fun to call on the Concho Sports Network.
It's time for a fun fact.
Okay.
Andrews, Mike Levy was the coach there. He coached at Dublin, where I graduated, coached at Granbury. His son Jeff Levy married Coach Browell's daughter, and I think Jeff is at Ole Miss, or he was the head coach at Andrews, his dad, Mike Levy. And they had a running back named Shad Williams back in the day, who is the strength and conditioning coach for Oregon. He played running back for Alabama.
Nice. So and Oregon's doing all right this year.
Number 1 right now, right? So, yeah, they're doing okay.
Unanimous number 1.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll be playing them here, but Andrews has a wonderful soccer field. They're one of the few schools has their own.
Yeah. Actually, y'all will be on the road to Andrews.
Yeah.
Y'all are on the road? Okay, I thought y'all were at home.
No, this Friday we'll be at Andrews.
Yeah,
yes,
be in Andrews this week.
Max Prep's done screwed it up.
Yeah, well,
I'll be dang.
That wouldn't be the first time. So, folks, this is gonna wrap us up here on Chief Insider this week, and with Coach Rivero. Coach, we appreciate you coming in. And good luck this weekend. Go out and spoil a season.
Yes, sir. We're going to try.
Right,
all right, Coach.
Get after it, Coach.
Folks, have a good night and stay safe.
Hey, this Chiefs Insider has been brought to you by Orange Theory Fitness and Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill. Till next time, so long, everybody.